Good afternoon, my name is John Spence. Welcome to another online tutorial. This time we're going to look at how to improve your internet speed. Now there's just a caveat, I'm not an expert in this, but I do have some experience of slow internet and I know a few tricks on how to speed up your internet, a few things that you can do. And I'm just going to share those with you today. So I hope you've got a computer ready. Obviously you're watching this, so you probably have. I'm just going to share my screen with you, and then we'll be able to see what we're doing. Right, so this is my screen. First thing, we're going to go to the internet, because what the first thing we want to do is to test our speed. We want to see how fast our internet is, because then we can see what we're working with. So I'm going to go to the internet. Now mine's Safari, which is down here. You might have a different internet. It works on exactly the same thing. So Internet Explorer, you've got Chrome. Chrome is down there. But Safari is the one I use as default. So just go into your internet browser, and then all you're going to type in this top bar is you're just going to type in speed test. Okay, and just hit enter. Now, what you should have come up is this. This is the Google page, and you want to click on this button, Run Speed Test. So this will tell you roughly how what's the download speed and the upload speed. So just let this complete. It's just thinking. There we go. So this is showing you that my download speed is 6.97 megabytes per second and 8.25 megabytes per second upload. Now, the download is what you're interested in if you're watching something online. And so actually, there are ways in which you can improve that connectivity. There are ways in which you can get it faster. So there's a couple of tricks in how you improve that speed. Firstly is a very simple one, and that's move closer to the router. I'm in my office, if you couldn't tell, but the router is all the way down in the sitting room. Now, it's a long way for the signal, especially as it's Wi-Fi, traveling from that router all the way up here. So actually that's creating quite a distance, and so therefore it will slow your download and your upload speed down quite a bit. So the first thing to do is move closer to the router, or move the router close to you if that's possible. Now, if you can't move the router, which I can't, mine's I've only got one phone line in and out of the house, and that's where it is, so that's fine. The other thing you can do is use an Ethernet cable. Now a cable you can plug straight into your computer and straight into the router. Now that's a much quicker connection than your Wi-Fi. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. This is the back of my router, or this is my router. This is a PlusNet router. This is my PlusNet router. Now you might have a different router, and that's absolutely fine. A different company will send out different routers, but they all do the same things. I'll just turn it around here for you. And now here, what you see on the back here is a number of different sockets. And the yellow sockets are what we're interested in. They're called the Ethernet ports. Now you should have, when you get your router through, you should have got a cable in the pack with it. And now what you do is you plug that cable directly into the back of one of these yellow ports. It might be a different color, but what you're looking for is Ethernet. That's the key thing, Ethernet ports, okay? You should have a number of them. Plug that plug that cable into the back of that, and then what you want to do is go to your computer and then plug the other end. It's an identical cable both ends. Plug the other end into your computer. Now you see that I'm using a black box here. Now that's because I'm on a Mac, and this Mac doesn't actually have an Ethernet port connected into it, but that's okay because I've just got an adapter. But what you're looking for is that in your actual computer. Okay, so that port in the computer, plug it in, and then you'll get a much stronger internet connection. You get a much stronger internet connection because the signal travels faster down the wire than it will travel through the air in the airways. The third thing you can do, so we've seen move closer to the router. I've shown you how to plug your computer in. That will speed it up as well. The third thing you want to do is turn off your other devices. Now that can make a big difference actually on your. That can make a big difference on how fast your internet is. So I'll show you my phone. This is my phone here. Now you can see that I'm on the Wi-Fi. The symbol for the Wi-Fi is just up there. Oh, that's my WhatsApp. Don't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn my Wi-Fi off. What I do with that in my phone is I just scroll down, and then you see a symbol just here on my phone. Tap that and it turns off. Most phones are the same. Your phone might be different. You might need to go into settings. Okay, so you just go to settings and Wi-Fi, and then turn off your Wi-Fi, and then try and turn off some other devices. That will then speed up your internet, because what's happening is the internet is not then being shared over a number of different devices, and that will speed things up considerably. So you can probably tell that I've moved location. Okay, and that's because this location is closer to the router. It's not my sitting room, don't worry. It's actually my bedroom, which is above the sitting room, but this is closer to the router, and so actually gives a faster internet speed. So I'm close to the router. The other thing you'll notice is I've turned off, remember I turned off my phone. So I've turned off my Wi-Fi on my phone, so it's now on my data, okay? And let's just see how that affects my internet speed. I'm going to share my screen again. Right, share that. Okay, so I'm just going to click on the speed test again, see how what the difference is. And you can see already it's much quicker. So it's just thinking it just take a minute or two just to sort itself out. So you can see the difference. It was the download speed was 9 megabytes per second, something like that, in my office. And now the download speed is 29.3. So you can see the difference, that just a small thing like moving close to the router or turning other devices off. So it's not just phones. You could maybe your TV is a smart TV and uses the Wi-Fi. Well, if your TV is using Wi-Fi, that's taking Wi-Fi away from your computer. So make sure that the only thing you're wanting to watch, if you're having real issues, is the thing that's on the Wi-Fi. So things to think about. Things like Amazon Prime sticks, they're on the internet, they're on the Wi-Fi all the time. Things that give notifications, stuff like that. Make sure Wi-Fi is off so that you don't have any clashes and the computer isn't drawing speed from other places. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Hopefully that will just give you a few tips and tricks on how to speed up your internet. I think you don't need to do all of them. You don't. So you saw there, I haven't plugged my computer in. I showed you how to do it, but I haven't plugged it into the actual router via the Ethernet cable. All I did was I moved about 10 meters closer to the router. I turned my Wi-Fi off on my phone, and hey presto, my speed has gone up massively. You don't need to do all of the steps. Just one or two of them can make the difference you need in order to make the internet work that bit faster to enable you to access something like the St Mary's service or the YouTube videos that you might want to be watching. Hopefully that's helpful. If you've got any questions, if you've got any more problems, basically the best port of call then is to go to your internet provider, because there might be something wrong with your actual internet itself. And if that's the case, you can ring them up and say, look, I'm sorry, I've done a speed test. My internet seems really slow. These are the speeds that I've got. Can you do anything your end? And they'll be able to talk you through it and potentially fix any issues that there are on your line. Hopefully that's helpful. Do tune in again for another tutorial. If there are any of these that would be really helpful, then give me a shout, give the church a shout, and we can make sure we get those done for you. But thank you so much indeed, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.